We are back at it this morning. We're gonna start on this back side of the house, and we spent a while trying to figure out where to break the vertical siding. Turns out LP does not recommend running across the floor system because of the chance of the plates like shrinking and settling, and then your board is nailed across that, and there's nowhere for the shrinkage to go. That's a problem. So it's a big problem. So I think we're gonna break this at the floor system and then go on up from there. That's what we're gonna do.
Here we are.
I think just shrinkage in general is the problem. Also this morning, we're gonna try to check off some more boxes on things we failed on the inspection we got for the framing. One of those is putting these hurricane screws in all of the rafter ends, and Jamie's given Max the rundown on that so he can get rolling on it.
You can use
What kind
my
of drill do you have?
I'm gonna give him my drill in case he burns one up. At least it'll be mine and not his. He says he only brought one battery for his drill today.
I think he's only got one battery.
Yeah, that's all I got.
So he brought all the batteries.
And you bring a charger?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. All right, at least you got that. All right. Well, the two major scenarios are this, which is easy, straight up through the plate into the truss. Half of the screw is in each type of framing. It's threaded through and through to give grip and all that. It won't draw or pull anything tight. It's meant to be like that. The other one is just like this. Now the angle guide, let me show you how that works. I didn't use it on that one here. Let's go over here, find another one. All right, this one would butt up to the bottom of that, and then you would start the screw in the guide and get it going, and then you can just pull the guide off and then continue screwing in there. I think I bought 400 of these.
Oh my gosh.
No, there's 155. Oh, wait, no, 50. I bought a couple hundred of them. Anyway, I didn't count. I just bought 4 boxes.
We bought 200.
All right, let's give it a try. You, give it a try.
Thank you to Figure for sponsoring today's video. And a fun story, my biggest one-time side hustle investment ever was made possible by my home equity line of credit that I had on my house. I bought a foreclosure. It was like a cash only thing. I was able to bid on it, and then I won it unexpectedly, actually. I was able to take cash from my home equity line of credit, put it in my checking account, buy the house. Then I used some more money to upgrade it. I did all the floors again. I put in a new heat and air system. And I also tore down this crazy shed thing that someone had built for an RV that was totally sketchy, greatly improving the value of the property. And then I sold it and made some money. It was awesome. So obviously not everyone has the skill set to buy and renovate a home and sell it, but I've never regretted having a home equity line of credit on my house for unexpected expenses. It's a nice security thing to have, knowing that I could drop cash into my bank account without having to wait on a bank loan. And today's video sponsor, Figure, has a way to get a home equity line of credit loan without even going to the bank. It's the largest non-bank provider of home equity lines of credit. And it was built to help homeowners access the equity in their home quickly and efficiently. And you can simply apply through an online application. With Figure, you can apply in as few as 5 minutes, get funded in as few as 5 days, and the average homeowner could save up to $80,000 with a home equity line of credit versus a cash-out refinance. Whether it's revitalizing your home, consolidating high-interest debt, investing in education, or fueling growth in your business, a home equity line of credit allows you to turn your aspirations into realities. You can see what you qualify for at go.figure.com/findmyrate and use our code Perkins100, and you'll get a $100 Lowe's gift card if you fund a loan with Figure. Thank you to Figure for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back to work.
Hey, we're blowing through the siding pretty quick.
Need more painted, you're saying?
Yeah. All we got left is this and then 15 boards up there.
Holy crap.
So,
all right, 10-4. So any of you very observant viewers may have noticed this notch out in the little underlap part on the back of the siding on the factory ends, and that's for this little back flashing to work if you're applying the siding horizontally or back flashing strip flashing. I think we used to call them stripper flashings, which sounds intriguing. Unless Jason's the one doing it, then it's not that good. So anyway, that's a pretty cool thing, so that you have an actual surface behind the gaps on the horizontal installation, and I guess you could still caulk the seam. So pretty cool. Unless you're doing it. How we looking?
Good. 2 left.
2 left.
It's a long way to
Oh
go.
my gosh. Our longest extension ladder, if you lean it up, may reach that. We'll just have to try.
I'm gonna lean it up against that window.
Yeah, do that. Okay, let's get that thing in here and try it. Oh, that's maxed out.
I don't love it.
Hey, I got the bigger ladder.
This'll work. I'll tell you what, Max.
I just walked around the whole house to get the biggest ladder for you. This thing might snap in half. I seriously don't trust it.
I'm just gonna do it instead of.
It's all the way extended out.
At Jamie's morning trip to Lowe's, he was able to source some Z-flashing for the top of our siding, where it's going to transition to another section of siding. It's got to have a piece of flashing. It's called a Z-flash. This is what he found, and it's pretty close to what we need, except for it has a little bit of a negative like angle back towards the house. It's past 90. So he's tweaking each one by hand to be like tilted away from the house, like a little roof over the siding. Now he's going to paint it so it matches.
A little bit of a rattle can deal. This will probably get painted with the siding paint, but I'm going to use this first. So it's all blacked out.
Can you just paint galvanized?
Yeah. You see, I got this paint right here. Any surface.
Okay.
I think this qualifies.
Okay.
I don't know if it'll really stick forever. I mean, the worst case, if it peels, wait a minute. No peel guarantee.
Oh.
I'm covered there too. What am I even talking about? No, if it ever did peel off, you just paint it again.
Yeah.
I think that's the answer. It's purely for color. That's the only reason, right?
Right.
People might wonder, why didn't we just make this? Because we made a bunch of other aluminum flashing for the window tops, and they do have that nice slope on it, right? Maybe 10 degrees, I'm just guessing. But that's what I don't like about buying pre-made stuff, is that if it's 90 degrees, that's not really shedding water. It's gonna maybe keep water and hold water. So that's why I prefer to make stuff. I get exactly what I want. But I couldn't make this because this bend right here, the flat part, that right there,
Yeah.
it's only 1/2 inch. And my metal breaking machine only bends a minimum of 3/4.
Okay. That won't work.
Hey, I can't do that. That'd stick out too far. I talked to Devin this morning.
It's at times like these I got to thank our dad, who loved to rattle can, spray paint everything and anything he could find, that we have the knowledge we have about spraying things out of a rattle can and making it look okay.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Dad.
Takes some skill.
Well, Jamie broke the #1 rule in rattle canning, and that's buy twice as much as you think you need, because we are already out.
There we go. That's the stuff.
So the other day, Jamie framed up this range hood facade to have the range hood install inside of it. And you can see he's got it temporarily installed. There it is. But we can't leave it while they're doing all this other stuff. It's going to get messed up.
Like insulation.
Insulation. They got to insulate behind it. But once they cover this up, there's no way later to install this vent pipe. And it's got to be installed right there. So here's the problem. Seems simple, but it's a problem. Is we've got to install this vent pipe to where later when we come slide this piece back in, this vent is sitting there and like doesn't move or get shoved up, and this just slots right in perfect. That sounds impossible.
I'm gonna figure out a way.
Okay.
It's gonna involve some wood and some screws and some strapping. and some other stuff. I don't know.
Nice job, guys. Pretty good progress for an hour.
Bro, we did more in an hour than Jones and I did all day yesterday with those windows.
Yeah. It seems backwards that it's faster when there's more siding and less windows.
Yeah. And plus, yesterday it was just me and Jones. At least I got a partner today.
Yeah, dude.
He's not much better, but he's something at least. Look at them glasses
Can
he's got
hear
on.
you.
Look at those glasses. he's
Dude,
got
I'm
on.
telling you, Jono's got the watch that matches our shirt perfect. Can you hold that up? Look at this. He got the orange, the light blue, and the dark blue, and then the shades. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Another problem we got to tackle here is that we have a P-trap from the upstairs bathroom that had to stick down just like a ½ inch into the ceiling of this closet. That's because the elevation of the pipe it had to tie into had to be that height so that it would drain out the rest of the way and actually keep going downhill. Water doesn't love to go uphill usually.
You think he'd notice if I cut the bottom of that off and zip tape it?
Yeah,
It probably work.
it probably would work.
It's about a ½ inch. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna have to fur out this entire ceiling ½ inch down. I think is the most eloquent fix to the whole thing. Just make it go away. Otherwise, you'd have to like box down a chase, which would be more noticeable.
We do have to do the entire closet. You know that, right?
Oh yeah, this is a big room.
Yeah, I mean, it could be worse. It could be worse. It's not that bad.
Okay, just
And-
keep telling yourself that.
It won't have an effect on anything else.
Okay,
Yeah,
do it.
except morale.
To make this work out, we're gonna have to drop all the heat and air boots and mount them to the bottom of our furring. But luckily, the 4 can lights have like an extendable sleeve that'll come down, and we can basically just drop that out to the bottom, the new bottom, and it should work out. You know what we got that's a ½ inch and we have a ton of is offcuts from all the siding they're doing.
I am using the flip and rip method here on the table saw, where I never walk around the saw. It's a lot faster if I go halfway and I lift the board straight up. That's super important because if you go to the side or twist it, it will bind on the blade and potentially kick back. Give it a quick,
Send the board like a missile. Yeah, so
give
don't
it
do
a
that.
quick flip and finish off the cut. I don't recommend this for beginners.
Not a good idea for beginners.
You know, I'm doing it really fast, and it may look like careless also, but it's not. I feel very good about this technique, and saves a lot of time.
Yeah, this table saw loves ripping thin material too. I'll say, if you were to try that with like an 1.5 inch thick board, it'd be lights out for the something. I don't know what would happen. Something bad.
You'd be holding the reset button, I think. All right, let's give it.
Hey, who put all that flash on the front deck?
I did.
Bro, could it be in a worse spot? I come run up the deck. I'm not even looking. I'm looking at the door and crunch, crunch right across like
you're
4
full of crap.
pieces.
No, I'm calling bullshit.
Go look, dude.
I can't tell when you're lying. You better be lying.
I'm lying. What, dude? We're done working in here. What are you doing?
We're just getting started, bro.
Since when do we do side and inside? Is what I want to know.
Today. Today's the day.
What is that?
Shiplap. Everybody loves shiplap.
Why are we doing that?
That pipe sticks down like a ½ inch. I had to because of the elevation of that thing.
The whole ceiling?
Yup. Jono just got this picture from a buddy of his that lives right on the other side of that mountain, right there. And you can see a little smoke coming over, but it's so windy that the smoke is just like blowing away. So, I think the wind is going the other way though. But it's been really dry. There are bad fires around here, like east of here too. Got planes coming in now with fire retardant. Hopefully that's gonna help out, but the smoke is definitely getting thicker over there as the afternoon goes.
got it.
It's gonna work. I see a little gap.
Okay, there's another little project checked off the list. It's pretty amazing how long you can stay out here and just keep having stuff you got to do.
It is amazing.
We've been working all day, every day.
I think for 2 weeks I've been doing oddball projects inside, like framing, really.
Yeah.
But it's like it's done, but it's not done.
Like somebody's got to do it.
I mean, well, I feel like we can speed up some of the other trades, like the heat and air man,
Yeah.
by framing their returns for them. And even the electrician, sometimes we have to build stuff for them. So, you know, this was for the plumber basically because the P-trap was too low. But I don't want the plumber to do this kind of work. I think we can do it more efficiently.
Max is 150 screws in and still lacks this 60-foot long deck. So I guess I'm going to jump in and save your shoulder a little bit.
Awesome.
You got some of those?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, quiver full. Thank you. I need a bunch. Our man Ben just rolled by to show me the newest Perkins Builder Brothers shirt, and it's the long-awaited Laser Eye, which is something we do on the job site if you don't know what that is. And he took what seems to be like a danger sign and turned it into the Laser Eye sign.
Just a little logo on the front.
Yep, that is available now, and I'm gonna get a couple for sure. Yeah. Ben was just saying he had a little intel on this fire, and it's in a neighborhood or an area that's really steep, and they built a development in there, and 2 fire trucks have been crashed trying to get up in there.
No.
Yeah. Yes, and that's a problem around here. A lot of these developments get put in, and nobody thinks, like, what if there's a fire? Can you get a fire truck up in here to put, fire out and save the houses? No, that's a problem. There was one neighborhood called Piloe Cove that burned, and it had these crazy switchbacks. We built like 4 of the houses back after they burned down, and I couldn't even turn my F-150 around the turns. What I would do is go one way to the switchback, and then I would back like a half a mile to the next switchback and go up the mountain like that because it was faster than doing a 5-point turn.
The old zigzag.
But they burned up. Several fire trucks got in there. The fire went up the mountain. They couldn't get them out of there because it was, 20-point turn. They just burned up. There's another one. I'm getting my oil changed on the way to work this morning and making a video thumbnail. Just thought I'd ask a subscriber, would you click on that?
Oh, I'd absolutely click on that. This is one of my favorite YouTube channels. I wouldn't change nothing about what they do. They're awesome.
Okay, thank you for
Yes,
that.
sir.
Thanks
Thank
for the
you.
oil change.
Absolutely.
Second stop of the day. I'm mailing a package here. We got another friend, another guy watches the show. What's your name?
Michael Hall.
Michael Hall, and he's it's like he's sending out a piece of equipment here to get a repair.
It's still the best equipment.
Okay, all right, that's cool.
Yeah, it's still the
All right,
best.
good to meet you, man.
Yes, sir.
I got air fresheners for everybody.
No way.
From the guy.
Oh,
West.
I love air fresheners.
This guy West, he watches our show. Hooked us up.
He makes air fresheners?
No, he changes the oil and has these as nice when he likes people.
Oh.
He gives them some of
Must
these.
like you a lot. Thanks.
We're going to start in on this side today with the siding, and this is the first place we're going to have to trim out one of these doors. We recessed this one so that the jam part at the bottom would be fully on the concrete. So it means this has to get trimmed out. And Jamie is in action.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm going to have to rip this custom fitted here.
Yeah,
I better
just
start
trace
by
it.
doing the bottom.
Yeah, I think just trace it on there would be the easiest thing.
Okay. Tell me.
And Ray and I are going to do some siding.
Okay. I wonder if should I leave a little gap there, or just go tight. I don't know.
I would leave a little gap, I think.
I think a little gap would be good.
Full of big stretch.
Hey, I dropped my little buzz tool. Can you hand it up here real quick?
Yep.
I just need to count a couple more things right here.
Yeah, you're not going to be doing that.
Oh man, what in the
You've got
world?
a flat back.
Oh,
Wow.
dang.
What are you trying to do?
Well, this end joist right here was tight against the flashing. I needed just a little gap cut from this flashing to slide up in there.
Oh, right. We cut a little bit off the back of the van, but not that.
That's right. We're spacing this flashing down by a 1/2 inch just to give a little place for water to live and not soak up into this, and to give a place for the nailing here.
Looks like our special board tapping device is still intact, slightly modified. I don't know how this thing's still in one piece. About painting my camera.
No.
I know you probably want to let that paint dry, but we need you to stick it in. We're about to be right on you here.
I can see that. Well, I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna shoot it with a finish gun because it's really small, but also I put an ample amount of big stretch in here just to use it just to kind of stick and hold it. And I really went crazy on that bottom 6 inches because if there was ever a spot water might come in, it'd probably be in that hole in the bottom. Let's see here. If we can do it without making a mess on the door. Shoot, I don't even
That
need
is big stretch clear.
It is
goes
clear.
on,
Yeah.
like white and then dries clear.
That's right.
Okay,
Oh.
you're done.
I don't even need to nail it.
For the most part, we're giving Ray the cut number with the gap, but for around these pancake boxes and other boxes, we're giving him the tight number just like that because he's gonna use one of those boxes to trace, and he's gonna trace around the outside of it and then cut the outside of the line. So he wants the exact placement of the box on the board, and then he'll make the little bit of gap. It's confusing though. If you give him the wrong numbers, he's like, this ain't the size of my box. He gave me the wrong numbers. So I've been trying all different kinds of caulking methods, trying not to get it smeared up on the window frames because they're not getting painted. So I think I've settled on this, which is the welding method, I'm gonna call it. I'm just sort of working it down and tooling the caulk joint with the caulk tip as I go, and then I'm not gonna touch it is the plan, if at all possible. So it looks pretty even and nice, and again, just not getting it on the window, but fully filling it. So I can even back up a little bit if I need to, the way that's got that texture to it. If I get a hollow spot, I can sort of just jig back up, then come back down. And that's, I think, saving a ton of time. I was telling Jono, I was spending more time just trying to tool it than actually applying it, which is not ideal for as many windows as there are. Jamie's got his reveal marked here in a pencil, black pencil on black paint. That's easy to see.
Hard to see.
And we're gonna shoot this trim board on.
I'm gonna check my reveal on the top. Ooh, what is going on here?
Yeah, I've got my little.
Too much?
You good there, Ray?
Yeah.
I've got my little.
You're flush?
reveal key.
Oh, that's all right.
I think he's going more. I think he's going like half of the thickness of that board. We're also straightening this inside little jam piece because this is way straighter reference than that because it's so flimsy.
Yep.
There you go.
I'm just tacking it with the finish nails. We're going to shoot it with the siding nails in a moment. This actually allows me to kind of bump it around a little bit. Even
Oh yeah,
with nails.
definitely. Got our top piece going in. Jamie's gonna give it the laser eye.
Oh, it could go up a tiny touchy. A little more. A little more. That's about it. Try it right there. One shot. Okay. Oh. Okay.
Here he comes. He's gonna flip sides.
I think he's switched directions on us.
But we already have a plan for that. But see, that one is going to be black.
But it looks like he's walking with a mission, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, he's
not
going
just
somewhere this time.
meandering. It's like he has a location in mind where he's going to go stand.
We're just getting word coming in though. We might just tear that all off or something.
Well, the whole no trim thing with the siding, so we just put trim up
Right,
to
the
deal with
door
this.
trim.
Yeah, the door trim. We had to deal with a scenario where the door is not built the same as the windows. So how do you make the siding interface with that opening? Well, normally this is what you would do. I'm dreaming of an abstract way though to make it look.
There are other ideas.
Like the window trim.
We could just make this jam piece out of thicker material right here and just let it sticking out
just the edge of it
an
stick
inch.
straight out.
Yeah.
And if
And
I
then-
need to, I could even bevel it to make it look like that.
Yeah.
It's not. It's
The problem with it though is there's not much to fasten to. It's just the sheathing and the foam.
there's next to nothing there, and that is the biggest deterrent, or that was the reason that led me to do this method
Yeah.
because it's possible,
Yeah.
a
But-
lot easier.
Yeah. The problem is whatever we do here, it's going to be up there. It matches and over there and over there. So we got to get it sorted out now and get it done in a way that the homeowner likes the look of it.
Yes.
Even if it means we just tear apart what we spent all day doing. But I mean, it is what it is. We could, well, just be to there
Yeah,
and then we can redo that. That's not terrible.
it's not that bad.
It's no big rush. We're not going to like all of a sudden at midnight come up here and start siding
No.
the top of this thing. It's too late. We did another one.
No, it
we're
doesn't
not
matter.
doing that.
We can wait. It's totally fine. Oh, look at that. That light is perfectly centered on that board. Did y'all plan that?
Nope. Not at all.
Some days you just can't miss, huh?